Hi, this is Amanda Corbin here, author of The Insightful Parent, and I'm here with Rebecca Argentine, a strategic life coach right here in Tampa Bay. So Rebecca and I are going to spend the next few sessions really walking through both my book and her skill set as a strategic life coach, and how both of us hope to help families and individuals be healthy and well. So, Rebecca, thanks for being here.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
So, first and foremost, what is a strategic life coach?
Well, as I put it, a strategic life coach is just like a personal trainer. People hire a personal trainer to help them exercise, eat right, that kind of stuff. And that trainer makes them accountable for everything, okay? Because if you think about it, after a while, you know what to eat, you know how to exercise, but having that person to call to motivate you, to keep you going, and to say, hey, I did it, or I need help again, that's what a personal trainer does. Yeah. As your strategic life coach, we create a plan and we work on that. And that works on your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, everything. Yeah. You know, your goals, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish to become a better person, or a better parent, like we're going to be talking about today, or a better individual. Just let me say first, the book is great. I enjoyed reading the book. I would give it as a gift. And I think anybody who's not even a parent can read it and understand maybe what happened when their parents were kind of, you know, raising them, or why they might be doing the things that they are doing in their life. But it's a great book, and I really recommend it to anybody.
Awesome, thanks.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure.
Good. So I think it's neat, the idea of a strategic life coach being like a personal trainer, because I have a gym membership. Right. And I go 1 to 2 times a week.
Right. Good for you. That's awesome. That's good.
The sauna's half that time.
Oh, okay. Well.
So, but the neat thing is the idea, I know when I have a personal trainer, right? They give me I remember there's an app that I was counting calories, you know, and it was that accountability, you know, and because you and I've met a few times, and the idea that you don't give me goals.
No.
You find out what my goals are.
Correct.
And then you help me make realistic steps.
Exactly. Right.
And then you call me and make sure I do it.
Exactly. And then we meet to see if, you know, how are they working for you? Do we need to adjust them? Yes. You know, all that kind of stuff.
I love it.
You know, I mean, like I said, I don't know your life story. I don't know anything about you. You're the one that has all the answers. My goal is to help you dig around in that head of yours or whatever and figure it out. Yeah. And understand why you might be doing the things that you're doing.
Yeah, I love that. And I think that's why we connected so well when you read the book, because this is literally helping parents dig. Right. You know? And it's way less about, you know, I kind of call this like the precursor to any parenting book. You know, I don't even touch the issue of to spank or not to spank. Right. No. I don't touch the issue of co-sleeping. No. Because if you're a healthy parent, healthy individual, then you can identify the best needs for your child. Right. Sort of thing. Right. And so that's where life coaching and the Insightful Parent come in.
Well, exactly. Because, you know, with anything, if you know, are good with yourself and love yourself, respect yourself, have confidence in yourself, know that you have the self-worth, then you are making probably the better choices when it is having a relationship, whether it's with your child or with your spouse or with your coworkers or anybody like that. Yeah. So, you know, that part there is the main thing, is, like you said, the insightful person. Yep. You know, you're saying parent, but it's being the insightful person on what makes you tick, what makes you react.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. Cool. All right. Well, then let's dive into chapter 1.
Chapter 1. Okay. Chapter 1 is called The Journey, and I loved your analogy of the interstate. You know, the destination, the journey in life, and sometimes, you know, you said we're so fast paced. We're just trying to get to the next step, you know, what's next, you know. And sometimes a lot of us can be caught in the past, or we can be caught in the future. And, you know, as a life coach, you know, we are just, there's so much going on. And again, we kind of approached it where, you know, it's learning to, I think, sit back and figure out what's going on with you. Yeah. That helps you as a parent or as a person, you know, as an individual, and looking at the journey, becoming present-minded. You know, and as a life coach, we're going to focus on the present. Yeah. We might hit a little bit about the past, but we're going to focus on what's going on right now in your life. Where do you want to be in the future? but let's kind of figure out, make this work right now.
Yeah.
Okay, to make it a better future. And, just that's the main thing. And figuring out what you want. Mm-hmm. I think there's so many people out there. I know myself. What do I want to be when I grow up?
Right.
That's the biggest question.
And we're always growing up.
So we're always growing up, exactly. So what we might be doing now might not be what we want to do in a few years, and that's okay. But that's the other thing I like, helping a person, because they might have been stuck in a job all the time.
Yep.
And a job that they don't like. And then they're miserable. So then they get home and they're miserable.
Yep.
Everything all kind of connects. And you'll get that into a lot of part of your books too, or chapters. So that's what we look at. What do I want out of life? Mm-hmm. What am I dealing with right now? And then how do I get to the future? But do it, and not on that fast pace, that journey, like you said, where, you put here, we place value on a task rather than the benefit. Mm-hmm. And that's so important, because we're so looking at hurrying up and getting things done, or what do we need to get done, but is there a real benefit to any of it?
Yep.
Are we just doing it just to do it because that's what we think we're supposed to do, but yet there's real no value to it in our life, yeah. And in however aspect, whether it's towards parenting or towards just even bettering ourselves. So I love it, and I also love your ideas as the paint cans.
Yes.
Those paint cans where you have your expectations and your beliefs.
Yeah.
And as a life coach, with me at least, with being a strategic life coach, there's lots of things that we're going to work on, a lot of little worksheets and stuff like that. So I do make you work, just to let you know, and be accountable. But, your analogy of the paint cans, I felt was good, because you can put the different things that happened to in your life in those, and then we figure out kind of
it's a one at a time.
One at a time thing.
Yeah.
And then that helps you paint that beautiful picture. Yeah. You have to read the book, so I'm recommending the book with her analogy of paint cans. Yeah. But it's just that we look at the whole thing. We look at different areas when you come and see me. I talk about the 7 major life areas, and I think to me those could be the paint cans.
Yes. Yeah, because you're right. Our entire life is the shelf unit.
Yes.
And the paint cans are all those components that make up our life.
Right.
Good, bad, and indifferent.
Exactly.
And then healthy, a healthy lifestyle is the one at a time and as needed.
So, exactly. I love that. So, in your first chapter called The Journey, we just start getting down to business.
Yeah.
In a journey of, making your life better, whether it's to be a better parent, a better person, whatever it is. When you hire me as a life coach, or when you read her book, that's what we're going to start, is that journey.
Awesome. Yeah, I love when you were talking about the journey, hearing, because even when I wrote it, I was very intentional on, I hate the do as I say, not as I do attitude. And so to write this forced me to really reflect and see where I've been and what I've done and where I'm going. And that destination driven and that high speed parenting style, it's almost, as you're saying it resonated like it is, people are either running from something or running to something.
Yes.
And that's why so many of us live in the fast lane.
Yes.
Live, work, be fast lane, because that slow lane, that is where the benefits come, right? But the slow lane also means, you slow cook things for them to be good. Well, you marinate stuff.
Well, it also means that you have to take a hard look at everything around you. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So what I love, I think it's the idea. That is why a life coach is, if you've made it this far, you've already overcome anything that might be hindering you for your future.
Exactly.
And the same thing as a parent, it's, I believe children are gifts, so why are you going to be given a gift if you lack the skills to parent?
Right.
And we don't. We just have to tap into ourselves and remove whatever lenses are our barriers.
Right. Yeah. Whatever beliefs, whatever limiting stuff we have going on in our head.
Cool.
Whatever we might have experienced that we're projecting out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure.
Absolutely. So that's the end of Chapter 1 review. And Becky and I will catch you again real soon. Thanks.
Thank you.